Hello, hello, hello. What's up, guys? To all the viewers out there, welcome to our episode of FT Podcast, where we pretty much deliver all things anime and good fortune of video games to all you guys out there. So now we're just going to be talking off, and to kick it off with our show, to go for those of you guys, we're just talking about all the things that we may or may not be pretty much discussing. Just make sure the fact that we might be spoiling you. So, if that being said, though, just tune in later on down the episode road. We'll give it around 15, 10, 20 minutes. I don't know. We don't know, but that's okay, anyways. So, that being said, as your host, I want to kick it off the show. My name's Kazo, and I like to watch anime and play video games. So, not necessarily in that order, per se. But I've been getting back now into more fighting games, particularly Dragon Ball FighterZ with a new patch going on. So, if anything else, though, either you could see me powering up with my Super Saiyan level, or you're gonna see me snapping heads in Rainbow Six. Yo, talk to me about that. That be going through the next brothers of my cast over here. We have Thicc Churro. Not only he spends his time being the best Dragon Ball FighterZ player in the dojo, he's also cabin heads in Back for Blood. So say hi to the viewers. What's up?
Yo, what's up? How's it going?
Awesome. And from the depths unknown, we have the mysterious Bad Rice. That being said, we don't even know, or if anything else, what can we expect from him? Who knows? But say hi anyways.
Hello.
And last but not least, we have Ichi. He is one half of Ichi Gaming, and he will be providing his insight on our topics at hand. He loves to watch anime and particularly fond of playing fighting games such as Dragon Ball FighterZ, and also using a lot of Fusion Saiyans in his squad. So, damn, that's a lot of characters. Say hi to the viewers for us.
What's up, everyone? Fusions rule.
Fusion Frenzy, let's go. That's also a game too. So
Yeah.
That being said, I will be passing off this torch to our moderator, our Ichi. Take it away. Let's go.
All right. What's up, everyone? So our first topic of the day is going to be first impressions for Back for Blood. So as you know, Back for Blood is basically the spiritual successor for Left 4 Dead. The new studio company, Turtle Rock Studios, split from Valve, and they became their own studio. And so they are trying to resurrect Left 4 Dead as Back for Blood. It is a 4-player co-op game where you can go and shoot a heck of a lot of zombies, and you can also play an 8-player PvP where you can shoot everybody else. Let's before we started off. I'm just double checking. Yeah, no, we're good. So I'm gonna go and pass this off to Bad Rice. What do you think of this game, buddy?
Well, Back for Blood. It's really cool. I like it quite a bit, just because while it does incorporate a lot of Left 4 Dead elements to the game, I'm a pretty big fan of the fact that it expands on it, and also has some really great gunplay to the game. When you're playing, the guns feel really nice to shoot. They feel very satisfying to get those headshots with. And on top of that, they added on quite a number of features. One of the more notable ones is the card deck kind of skill tree that you kind of go through. So when you play a campaign, you have a chance to draw one of a hand, essentially. You pick one of those cards to kind of give yourself a bit of a boost. So every time you complete a small section of an act, or a level or so, you'll pick a card. So you can get a card that takes away your fist and replaces it with a combat knife. So instead of punching, you stab a zombie in the face. And that. There's a little bit of potential there. It's not quite in the game yet for the beta, but it's got a few interesting combinations. There's one where you can every melee kill pretty much gives you 2 health. So you can take the combat knife and you get the melee for 2 health, so you can shoot zombies and then finish them off with a stab to get 2 health back. And it's pretty efficient. You get some interesting combinations in the future, but at the moment it's kind of short. There's not enough for it to be very interesting, I would say, and I think if they expand on it in like kind of a Slay the Spire-esque roguelike manner, like it could make the game very replayable as you see people like constantly doing runs to try to get that dream run with their deck, right? Have that maybe you get that one deck where it's just like you get all the melee perks and you just like one shot every zombie and it would feel really good to play, right?
Wow.
There's some crazy advantages and disadvantages to them. Like what today I got this one card. It's called a Meth Head. It gives me 40% melee, 40% stamina regen, but it disables your ability to aim down sights. And while it was nice to be able to one-shot zombies with that, it sucked even worse not being able to fucking aim down my sights and shoot like these bigger zombies that I couldn't get up close to.
Right.
So those are interesting aspects. The other aspect is that in Left 4 Dead you generally use the same gun from like start to end. You could actually like use the exact same one from start to end because the guns don't have improving qualities to them. In this game, it kind of goes with an Apex Legends kind of like style where the gun itself has a rarity of like common to legendary, and then your attachments also have a rarity of like common to legendary. So you and your friends are trying to like figure out like, oh, who takes the compensator, who takes the plus like health damage like mag, and then Jorge just runs in and grabs both of them and you're like, all right, well, fuck me, right?
Nice.
Yeah,
Very
so
nice.
you get these very interesting roles. You can't just run simply a rifle because if you're only running a rifle with like all 4 people, the ammo becomes pretty scarce, and you gotta diversify. You gotta get people using a sniper rifle, maybe a pistol, maybe like an SMG to use the pistol ammo, or like a shotgun, which we really haven't taken advantage of yet, but shotguns apparently take down bigger guys pretty easily, so we'll have to see how that goes. And the game's really fun. It's got like some interesting puzzles, fun little like elements to it that kind of keep it interesting, but I don't think it's an $80 game. It's definitely a $60 game, not an $80 game though.
$60.
Unless of course they add that Slay the Spire-esque deck building, then like I'm stuck, dude. I gotta play this game.
Nice, very nice. No, I like the fact that they've actually upgraded a whole lot from Left 4 Dead 2, and just hearing from you and like seeing what they've had through trailers and everything, they've really made a play to actually come back to the series and just make it a lot more replayable. The whole card deck thing for building your character sounds really amazing. The only thing that I'd actually really be concerned with that is if you look at like a lot of pay to win games and whatnot, right? Is that if you get like a hand and then you pick one that I don't know, like lowers your health or like gives you like something really crappy, that would be like my only big thing in regards to that. But since it is like the beta, like I definitely want to go and see what else they have in store, and I hope that they just keep building on that. So that's awesome, Bad Rice. Azo, what do you think?
The game itself, I watched the overview. I have not played it though, but I have installed it, so definitely looking forward to like trying out especially for this coming weekend. Especially since the beta's out though, definitely tune in, guys, if you guys want to check it out. Not if you like zombies, definitely looking for that. But that being said though, the trailer, at least with the gameplay itself, I like the the deck building experience. So it's something a little bit new to, at least as a first-person shooter, especially involving co-ops. So that's one to consider for, especially like to think outside the box, to promote and like bring people together, especially if they want to have like a good co-op experience with other people. I noticed looking back at it though, not only the fact that I feel like this year, or at least this coming fall though, we're definitely getting a lot of more zombie games coming out though, and it feels like it's like Left 4 Dead to Awakening, let's pretty much bring everything back together for how it was. Because not only like for Left 4 Dead, Back 4 Blood. Sorry, my mistake. Back 4 Blood is coming out. We have the Dying Light, if I recall, is coming out.
Dying Light 2.
Dying Light 2, that's coming, and then
December. Sorry.
there you go, and then another one too is the Rainbow Six Quarantine one as well, which also involves zombies. So at least I think this is the year for at least for all the zombie heads out there. We're definitely looking to get their fix, and this is the year to come by and then figure out which one's best suited for them, though. But if anything else, though, looking back between Dying Light and like Quarantine and also Back 4 Blood, I feel like this one might have a lot more edge, especially with the whole replayability. The fact that I was, especially with the gameplay overview trailer I was watching, there was that sort of instance where it's like they're trying to promote that not one experience of like doing one campaign is like going to be the same overall, like you're always going to have the same thing. So whether you could be facing, let's say, I guess the ogre, if that's what they're calling it, or the really big one, it's a whole different experience. Kind of like when playing Valheim and then experiencing those blue ogres, for the first time, and you never know what to expect, and then they shot up in your face, and you're like, dang, that's that experience right there. I just came across. So I'm definitely looking forward to this game, though, especially trying out for the first time, though. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of things that they want to add on, and then finally, hopefully by then they'll be listening to some good feedback from the players out there, because especially if you want to make a good game, listen to all the people out there, and this is how you want this game to stand out. Especially since Left 4 Dead made a really big impression on people, and sometimes I see people on my friends list playing the game sometimes with Left 4 Dead 2, even though it's about $5, all these things, and that $5 can go a long way. So Back 4 Blood, they might as well make it happen, and that's my thing.
Nice. I got a question for you, Kazo. Would you prefer to go and play it as a cooperative or PvP?
So I haven't really looked into much about the PvP. If you can enlighten me how things work, is it just elimination?
So basically, it's 4v4, right? 4 of you are survivors, and the other 4 of you get to control special zombies.
Okay.
Right.
And
so
your goal is to stop them from progressing.
Yeah. So you have like a respawn time, all that kind of stuff.
Okay. So that's that's pretty good overall. I would generally be favored to the co-op experience, because like with the PvP, oh man, I know I could be like salty as hell when like some people can't cover their grounds properly, or at least know when to shoot properly. So at least this one is like, co-op, don't worry about it. We have friends that will pretty much take you places, and no matter, even if you're down, you'll always have someone to pick you up, unless they don't want to.
Playing against AI is also a lot different from playing against players, right? Like AIs don't adapt. Like, for example, there's these ARM guys that show up, and whenever they show up, like our entire crew has a bit of a shit. Like we start like freaking out because their weak spot is in the back, so they're walking towards you, so you can't shoot them in the back. So one person needs to aggro, another person needs to go behind and shoot in the back, right?
Right.
But because we're all like, some of us are idiots. We have people who like run straight into it and complain about getting aggroed by it every single time.
Oh man.
And like that's gonna happen because it's a newer game and people aren't used to it. But in PvP, when you're playing the versus, you're gonna have those guys hiding behind fucking walls, and you're gonna turn around and they're gonna be there.
Damn.
They're gonna hide from your bullets. Maybe they even might chain up with someone, right? Like you're walking around the corner, they have a guy that like sees you and stops you from moving, right?
Yeah.
Or one guy who puts down acid pools that slow your movement. What if they put the slow? If you're walking down a really tight hallway and then you see acid explode behind you, stopping you from running, and then 3 of these armed guys show up and start running your entire team down, you lose. You instantly lose when that happens. So that's what the PvP aspect is.
It's like one shot kill, right? For the zombies.
AI.
The zombies are like one touch kill type of thing.
Not quite. I'm pretty sure it only takes like 2 to 3 hits to kill you with the arm guys.
Okay.
So you
That's
have to be
convenient.
real careful.
Because like playing Rainbow Six, the quarantine version is for their event, it's literally all zombies get like free one shot kill to everyone else. So I'm like, man, what the hell, this game, dude? The only difference is that let's say if you're shooting from from the building, shooting from the window outside, then that's fine. But otherwise, when you're going inside, oh man, you're done. But anyways, that's that game. But Back for Blood, at least this one you might have a chance. So that's the only thing I'm looking forward to. I like second chances.
You gotta give it a try.
That's right. Maybe tonight.
Nice. Yeah, one thing that sucks for me is that whenever I play a zombie mode in like Call of Duty, like I tend to just suck out of like everybody trying to headshot everyone. So yeah, I ended up dying first, so everybody has to try and save me all the time, and I'm such a noob on it. So that's why I'm like, man, please don't pick me to be your partner, please don't. But yeah, moving on. Thicc Churro, how about you? What's your impressions on Back 4 Blood, buddy?
Okay, so hot take.
Okay.
It's not that good.
Wow.
Oh,
Like, it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's fun, dude. I love zombies. I'm a huge zombie game fan. Every time a Black Ops came out, your boy was out there first day, smashing zombies, so that people would go for like the PvP. I was like, nah, B. Where my zombies at? Moon. Shout out to Moon, best map in the fucking series. But yeah, Back 4 Blood. I just like it feels like Left 4 Dead 2.5.
2. Wow.
It's a lot like the graphics are beautiful. I really do like how they switch up things. It's not the same old every time you go and play every game. Like the card system is I think it's really well thought out. Both the what is it, Dominion cards I think they're called, or Damnation cards, whatever, and also the player cards. Like it's just really cool. But it's like I get that it's a sequel, but it just like at some point you get tired of Left 4 Dead 2, right? Like you're running through the same maps, doing the same thing, and it just feels like it's kind of the same in Back 4 Blood, honestly. Like at least in Call of Duty Zombies, you had objectives to push through, and you open up more and more of the map, and things get progressively more difficult.
Yeah.
Until you die, right? Whatever. And yeah, I just don't feel like this in this game. It's you can set up a high difficulty and have a hard time. Like it's always fun playing with friends, but at some point I just feel like this game is just going to get very repetitive. So like it's not a bad game by any means. If you like Left 4 Dead 2 or the original Left 4 Dead, like this is easily the superior version, but it's not an $80 game.
What would you put it
at? Like I put it at like same price as Valheim. I think it was like $40.
Okay.
I paid $40 for that.
Valheim's $20.
Is it?
It's 15.
Did you buy two copies?
I guess I
paid twice.
Dude, I just thought it was more expensive than what it was because it was just such a good game.
So good guy gets
man. Like maybe $40 I paid for, right? Because like you do get the original nostalgia of the Left 4 Dead series, and this, like I said, this is a better game than its predecessors, but it's just not quite there for me to justify buying it.
Okay, all right.
Hey,
Now,
by all
if
means,
any-
try out the open beta though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about like having betas is that we can definitely go and try them out, right? And then you never know, they might change it when the full game comes out. But that will remain to see, right? Bad Race definitely goes and says that it's definitely something worth looking back upon. So hopefully, when the full game comes out, or even if you're playing the beta, just try and enjoy the time, right? So, for anybody that's watching out there, if you've actually went and played Back for Blood for a bit for the beta and stuff, please just let us know on the chat or comments down below. You know, we just want to know, what do you think of Back for Blood, and do you think that when it comes out it'll be an even better game or worse game than you think that it is at the moment? All right. So next up that we're gonna do is the Crunchyroll actually got it was bought out by Sony, and now it's gonna be Funimation and Crunchyroll together with Sony. So let's switch things up. So Thicc Churro, I'm gonna actually start with you first. What do you think about this merger, and how is this gonna affect your anime watch?
How's it gonna, dude? I just hope, I really hope that the Funimation, you know, okay, they swung their big dick. They're like, all right, Crunchyroll, get the fuck out of here. You know, we have better anime than you do. All right, you know, I get it. They have the bigger titles, whatever. Look, if you're gonna merge it, I just asked for two things actually. I'm not even gonna ask for three.
Damn.
Number one, make me pay one service rather than two, right? Like that's number one. If you're gonna capitalize on it, you know what? Fine, whatever. You know, like, flex on me with your money. I don't care. I just want one service, right? And number two, delete Funimation. Like, don't delete Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll is a good website, let me tell you. Like, it's not the best website, it you know, but Funimation is actually trash. It's garbage. I don't like if you've ever tried to watch anime on Funimation, it's a pain in the ass. It's not intuitive at all. Crunchyroll is super easy, super simple. Like, there's definitely features. Give it an overhaul, but you know, keep things the way they are. That's what I want. That's my 2S. You know, keep it Crunchyroll style. Put Funimation on it. I don't give a shit, and make me pay one less subscription a month. That's where I'm at, dude.
Nice. In our chat, it says Mr. BLT is saying, "Is this gonna become an anime monopoly for Western audiences?" And he's not familiar with the services too much. One thing I am gonna go and chime in on is, I definitely agree with Thicc Churro about Funimation. Like, fuck those guys, because I tried watching anime there one time, and I could not even get to watch it. Like, that's how
Really?
bad. Yeah, it was just like, it was such a pain trying to get in there, and like, and I paid for the service for like a month, but like, it was just so unintuitive that I'm like, you know what, I'd rather give my money somewhere else where I can actually like not have to like deal with like trying to get around things just so that I can watch one show. And the one thing that I do love with Crunchyroll is that, yeah, like, you can definitely go and do that, and it's so much easier. And yeah, like, mind you, with me and my wife, when we go and watch, right, like, she prefers like the English subs, or sorry, she prefers the English dub ones, and I prefer the English subs.
Yeah.
And either ways, it like, so it's a little hard for us to go and try and justify trying to watch when I'm like watching 85% of the time. She's like watching 10 because she doesn't understand like half of the animes that are coming out. So, but yeah, Crunchyroll definitely has like the edge in regards to trying to like cater to make it easier for you to watch stuff. So I do hope that when they do start putting on the changes, that they keep on with the Crunchyroll stuff, because it is so much easier. And yeah, like, just pay for one thing. I say, like, just get rid of Funimation altogether. Just keep it Crunchyroll, yo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. And yes, Mr. BLT, it's technically a monopoly because these are realistically the only two services we have here in the West to watch anime, either as soon as they're aired or like with quote-unquote official subtitles, right? So it is kind of like, the best way I can put it is like Disney buying out Netflix. You know, the Disney Plus website is kind of trash, but Netflix is pretty good, you know. So if they were to
Sure.
merge, you want to keep that Netflix, not that Disney Plus. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way I can break it down for you.
Preach, man.
Yeah. Kazo,
alright.
what about you? What do you think about this merger?
It's usually Crunchyroll and Funimation. I was like, it. To be honest with you, didn't really bother me none. I'll be upfront about that though. Especially since like most of the animes I get is actually from Crunchyroll, so having only a certain amount of things like what you get from Funimation, it didn't really do me justice. Especially since like I feel like the more quality anime is really on Crunchyroll into itself. So that being said, I feel like if Funimation, well, I mean the fact that Funimation's already like doing a full fusion dance with the Crunchyroll, we'll definitely get a lot of like good feedback and a lot more opportunities for better anime in the future. So that being said, I feel like this is going to be a good step in direction, especially when you're trying to like find the best anime quality service out there. Look no further than Crunchyroll Fun. I don't know. Crunchyroll Mation. I don't know. I'm just trying to find a fusion technique to see how it goes from there. So I don't know. I'm actually pretty ecstatic about this though. I'm not like saying like you want to choose either or, because you can't, because now it's already fusion. They already did fusion dance already. So this is one of the few things where it's like I feel like it didn't really concern me at all, especially Sony, out of all things, who bought them both at the same time. So with Crunchyroll, this is one of the things where it's like, obviously, for the majority, when people ask, is like when you're trying to look for a good service for a particular anime, you would always primarily be like, all right, Crunchyroll is your best bet. Come to that. Next bet is anywhere else around that. And yes, Mr. BLT, Funroll is a pretty good anime, good transition, but we gotta add on to it. Crunchyroll would be something like a full-on like sushi roll session that's ready to happen. But that being said, though, yeah, I mean, I'm interested, but also like trying to find like the best thing for especially any anime enthusiast might want, right?
Yeah.
Because you want to have like the best service for a big bang for your buck for for how much you pay for. There's no ins and wits about it, because like if they want to pursue like a full-on anime like experience for like any like big fans out there, you got to give them the best of the best, right? Because Netflix is already providing like original anime content, right? Like that's the thing though, because like if you're big battling with the best, you gotta take on the biggest corporations out there. So that being said though, having a fusion dance with Funimation and Crunchyroll is the way to go. Then why not? But as long as it's good for the public out there, rather than trying to monopolize that's just out of my league out there. So that's the thing.
Nice. I'd run with Crunchymation myself. So
There you go.
Crunchymation, man.
Crunchymation.
All right. So before I pass this to our anime guru, Bad Rice, I'm actually gonna do my own hot take on this, just because I want to have my full attention trying to go and listen to what he says, because I truly trust in what he says in regards to anime, and he knows what's top and whatnot. For me, in terms of this whole merger, I'm gonna be honest, I actually don't like it. Yeah, part of the reason for me is because I believe that competition breeds trying to do better, and with Funimation and Crunchyroll, like they've been going on for quite a long time, and I was hoping that there'd be a lot more more places where you can go and watch anime, like just the same as Crunchyroll Funimation does. But unfortunately, like they've had quite a bit of a dual monopoly and all of this. So competition, like everybody just tends to back down, and like you don't get to pick your service really. And then the fact that this happens, right? Same with what Thicc Churro said. Like the one thing that I'm afraid of is what if they get rid of Crunchyroll together and they just keep Funimation, right? Because Sony got them first.
Damn.
And then next thing you know, you're like trying to go and look at it, and then if you don't find the whole service intuitive for you to even watch anime, you're gonna be like, well, do I still even want this if I'm just having this much problem? Then next thing you know, I'm actually like ending up watching in like illegal sites trying to go and like watch anime, which I'm not gonna go and crucify anybody for doing, but still, like if you just want to watch something and you're willing to pay for it, but you can't like enjoy that time, like what's the whole point, right?
Mhm.
So one thing I'm just gonna go and shout out to everyone, you know, support your favorite anime, like go and subscribe to like those places, watch them as best you can. But if you can't seem to go and watch the favorite ones you want, fuck them. But yeah, so that's my take on it. I'd like to actually see a lot more competition for anime, like, and you know, be able to go and like see places where, you know, not only can they like diversify like competition and like, you know, breed lower prices for the users to go and watch, but to actually like see where the best animes go, and that's where you would want to try and put your money to, right? Like that's my take for me, anyways. Bad Rice, let's bring it on to you. It's your turn to speak, sir.
Yar har fiddly dee. Being a pirate is alright to be. Do what you want, cause pirates get it free. You are a pirate.
Amen.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. If they just delete Crunchyroll, I'm a pirate. R. Yeah, not
Black-
a fan of Funimation. The site sucks. I remember they're the only site to sub Log Horizon, and their subs were broken for about 3 weeks.
Oh my god, okay. So I actually stopped watching Lock Horizon because there was one episode on like season 2, very important plot point, where there was just no subtitles.
Yup.
Like there was just no it was just raw Japanese, and I'm like, alright man, you know, I've been practicing, but like I ain't there yet, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Funimation just drops the ball every single time. I have
Also-
no idea why it's so bad.
Yeah, also at the start of the year, while I was rewatching Dragon Ball GT,
Mm-hmm.
the only place is Funimation. Every time I was like, all right, I'm done watching, and then I went back and watched it again, or went to watch another episode. Every time without failure, it would go on English subs, and I'm like, bro, I just put it on Japanese with English subs. Like, let me watch it, or it was originally made. But every time it would switch it for me.
Yep. And also, I might note, for some reason, when you're on Crunchyroll, right, and you're like switching between episodes, it's literally you click the next button. That's all you do. You click a button. For fucking Funimation, I have to go back to the episode list. I have to check it to make sure I'm on the right episode, and then I have to click it. I just straight up don't respect the system that they have. And whoever designed it, like, okay, me and Jorge here are computer developers, right? We've worked with a few UIs here and there. We know how it works. We know, you know, what it takes to make something work and what bad UI is.
But we also know how easy a one fucking button is.
Like, they literally teach you when you're talking, like, even if you told your professor and you had it in a project and you're like, all right, for you to go to the next list, you have to go back to the main menu list. You have to check to make sure it's the right number. And then you press it, your teacher would kick you out of that fucking class right there and then.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Kitty would come into your house and literally curb stomp you.
Yeah, dude, someone were profs. If they were like, why did you make a button for that? They'd be like, well, you're a fucking idiot.
They're like, this? You made me go through 3 parts of a menu just to do one thing. When I asked you just to, it's literally only one option. Make it the same fucking option. Don't make 3 menus. That's just more work for yourself.
Also, creating a list is not that hard. Let me fucking let me have a queue list on fucking Funimation that just doesn't erase itself every time I click on something.
Let me tell you how you do it in Java right now. You make an array list. You say you list it as queue. You list it on the side with the image as an object, and boom, you have an array list of your fucking episodes that you want to watch. And you don't want to watch anymore, you just remove. It's very simple. It's not hard. Funimation, whatever fucking interns they got to develop that website, they should fire them right now.
Bro, I feel like you should just I feel like you should just be hired at Funimation yourself, man. Just fix that shit yourself.
Also, can we talk about the fact that neither Crunchyroll nor Funimation has a fucking profile changer like fucking Netflix and all of those other services do? Like, bro, me and my bud are trying to watch, like we're trying to watch the same anime. Like, we don't go at the same pace, like maybe he gets his head, maybe I get ahead. Like, come on, bro. Yeah, it's hard to remember where you left off. Shit's, we're being treated like common men over here,
Common men?
Like
Are you kidding me? They're treating us like fucking 50-year-old boomers. We know how to press a fucking button. Why the fuck are you adding even more commands to this shit? Like, we understand that this is bad UI. And on top of that, like, Funimation, every time you open the app on your phone, it makes a sound. Doesn't matter how quiet you turned it down, it makes a sound. I had it on mute. Like,
no.
My phone's on silent. I'm like, all right, it's middle of the night, but I could go for one quick episode of Megalobox. I turn it on, bum, bum, bum. Oh, yeah, great. Thanks, Funimation. Everyone in my house heard that.
Damn, that is loud, dude.
Upset.
Man.
What is actually going on, Funimation? Like, I swear to God, the interns they pretty much ask people, hey, do you know how to program? And they're like, no. And they're like, perfect, you're hired for minimum wage. And that's how they got their fucking developers.
Easy peasy.
Dude, honestly, it's not. Dude, I created a video playing better than fucking Funimation. Come on, man. What are you guys doing over there?
And like, for real, like, the website. Okay, this is one part that actually just grinds my gears.
Okay.
It frustrates my Oni-chans. It's the fucking looking for anime on that site is fucking suffering.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! Tell me about it, dude. Preach it.
Like, for real, I tried to find Megalobox, right? So I type in MEG, and it's like we don't know what you're talking about. We can't find it. I'm like, what the fuck? This was from this website. So I type in Megalo, and it shows up.
Yeah, to be exact. What the heck, dude?
Wow.
What the fuck?
Wow.
And then I'm like, all right, they're just doing like English names, whatever. I look up like Owari knows of the serif, or serif of the end. So I type in serif of the end, and it's like Owari. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, dude. There's no standard for it either. There's no we're doing English names. It's like, nah, dude. It's like, good luck figuring it out.
It's like, yo, where's Boku no Hero? And they're like, oh, it's my hero. And it's like, fuck. All right, where's Demon Slayer then? Because,
you mean Kimetsu no Yaiba?
Yeah, it's like, what is going on? Pick one side and make it consistent, or make it searchable for both. I don't understand.
So Crunchy actually is pretty good at searching for both. I find.
Yeah, it's you wanna know why? Because there are 2 search terms that you have to add. Fucking whoever designed Funimation was like, you know what? There's only one way to find an anime. Listing the exact fucking name of the anime. Like, what are you doing?
Oh my goodness. If you're off by one letter, oh my goodness.
It couldn't give me suggestions. I was looking for a suggestion. And then, you're going through the list, right? You're like, all right, maybe you want to look for, a romance anime of some sort, right? Nope, there's no fucking tags. You're going to have to just click the button, scroll down, and hope to God you fucking find it. Oh, wait, you're not using my anime list? Too fucking bad. So yeah, kind of
It's
sucks.
true, yeah.
Player breaks sometimes. I remember we were just trying to be like, oh yeah, we're watching what was that fucking that one
Wonder
anime?
Egg?
No. It was the one that Randy really loved. That was really like good animations but terrible story. Horrible opening. Had Brawler,
Oh, Akudama Drive.
Akudama Drive. Okay, so
All right.
I'm gonna give Funimation points for good animation, but
Right.
God, are their stories just absolutely garbage? Like if someone hasn't like proven and written that story prior to the anime starting, they do not know how to write a fucking show. That show was such a goddamn mess, and the directing for it was terrible. But the animation, you could tell they really abused their animators. You could tell that like one of them was surviving on instant noodles as he was drawing the image, and then he like I think he high-key like died at one point, and they replaced them, and you could tell it was just like, wow, this is great quality. Oh, it's slightly dying. Oh, it's good quality again. Okay, yeah, the animator died. Okay, we're good to go.
Dude, for those of you at home curious if whether you should watch this anime or not, I'm gonna save you the trouble, and I'm gonna say look up Brawler versus Executioner on YouTube, Google, whatever. Dude,
Right.
that fight, holy shit, that was the like. Honestly, those are the moments you live for an anime where you're like, dude, the animators were either flexing or being whipped to make this.
Dude,
Like,
it's that crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's like Kevin, Mr. Bad Rice here says is like, these guys were surviving on cup noodles.
That ramen life, man. Shit.
Nah,
Surviving on cup noodles and scraps from the local garbage. Like it was not going well for them. They were getting paid scraps, and they were trying their very best to get those frames. And they're like, "Papa, Sony, please, we need money for food and water." And they're like, "Okay, you get money for food, but no water. Waste your time drinking."
that's actually not even packets of noodles. It's like they have to like slice the noodle like the noodle packet to like pieces. Like
Oh
that's,
my goodness.
Funny of you to think that they would be allowed to use knives when they're using those hands to draw the drawings.
that's true.
Shit.
All right. In the chat, Mr. BLT says the topic became merger to website design with Bad Rice. So in conclusion, please
Fuck Funimation.
hire please hire Thicc Churro and Bad Rice to like executives to just overhaul everything in Funimation, and they can literally get them to tell each of you guys how stupid you guys are for making such a bad website, and just everything is just make it better, please, and hopefully we can see something better in the future. And one of the things I do want to segue right before we go to the next topic is since Crunchyroll and Funimation is being or they were already now they're owned by Sony. What do you guys think will happen in regards, like, how do you think this is a good step for them in regards to making themselves a better platform for gamers? Because you know how Xbox One and Microsoft is trying to actually, like, they're trying to diversify with with their service and everything, so that like being able to go and play games everywhere and whatnot, and trying to actually make their Xbox something more of a entertainment console, so you can watch and do pretty much everything on it, as far as they say. What do you guys think in regards to Sony trying to do this? Do you think it's a step up for them by buying Crunchyroll and Funimation together to try and make themselves look like a better entertainment service?
I think I'm definitely like the most interested I am is seeing how Sony handles. I'm sure both Funimation and Crunchyroll both have had their shares of projects, right? Like they've tried to adapt some anime from like novels or manga, whatever the case may be. But they have tried. not successfully, but the effort is there. So I'm curious to see what this merge means and what Sony means in terms of the production quality going into these projects. The writing, I think, has been the notorious failure of all of these projects. So I'm really curious to see what Sony's plans are to do with like the individual projects that Funimation and Crunchyroll have. Are they going to scrap them? Are they going to continue them? Or, who knows? That's what I'm mostly curious about. That's what I want to see.
Okay. Cool. Any of you guys and anybody else wants to try and chime in regards to that? All right.
Oh, actually, if anything else though, if the fact that like Sony has pretty much been known for pretty much being the base, or at least the foundation of all things entertainment, especially when particularly, let's say, other, not just particularly anime, but even with just animation movies in total, like for instance, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, that one was a pretty good overall, especially from the Sony side of things. So I can see this pretty much bringing a step forward to catering towards the anime enthusiasts out there. What I do want, especially from the if they were able to pull this off, would be, if you remember watching like anime and then they have their fan subs, where even when, let's say, I'll give an example, when Naruto was doing his Rasengan, his powerful move into itself, the subtitles would flow into it. They change color, just basically making it as fluent as possible towards like the anime source as well. So having that ability to get people engaged, especially reading not just through a text, but dynamic text, will be interesting. So I don't know. I'm just putting it out into like what probably Sony would pretty much be entertaining the masses out there, particularly back to like the anime enthusiasts, or that's will be interesting into itself. So
okay. No, that's good. Mr. BLT is saying on the chat, Sony has the entertainment division, so this kind of falls into it, I think. Yeah, it does fall into the whole entertainment division. One of the things that I'm actually asking about is that there's actually a report stating that since Sony went and acquired Crunchyroll, that they are thinking of actually offering Crunchyroll access to PlayStation Plus subscribers as part of a premium subscription. So, do you think that do any of you guys think that Sony should actually go, this is what they're trying to make this move so that they can make anime watchers purchase PlayStation Plus subscription, right? So do you guys think that they should do this as a separate subscription tier, or do you guys think that PlayStation should just stay out of like the entertainment division and just be like, no, just give them the games that they want to play, and like let them play it to their heart's content? Or do you think like for people that are that doesn't necessarily play games but they have a PlayStation, like do you think they should use this as a platform to get those people who watch anime to buy the subscription, instead of, like, let's say, just go to Crunchyroll and get a Crunchyroll subscription?
Wait, what about the people who already have like a PS Plus subscription and then they also have a Crunchyroll? I think that's a bit counterintuitive, right? That's taking away money from them. You're basically giving away a service for free. It's not really all that enticing. PS Plus isn't gonna be that much, and like it seems like it's not a very viable solution that Sony is gonna go down. I do think that, like BLT said, they already have an entertainment division, so there's no reason they shouldn't be into this. But if Sony went ahead and made their own Netflix, I think that would be kind of cool.
No, that's do you think if they have their Netflix style service, should they go and offer it to PlayStation Plus subscription owners too?
No.
Or do you think? All right.
If
Awesome.
you want to make money, they're not going to make money doing that, dude. It's 100% driven all by money, and that's if the amount of people it's going to bring in isn't going to justify the offset of how many weebs out there already have a PS5. Like it's not going to work the right way.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, I think it could, honestly. Like the if you already have a PS Plus subscription and it comes with a Crunchyroll subscription, like why not just cancel the Crunchy subscription, right?
Yep.
Or like maybe have a discount on it, so it's not like like I got PS Plus, and if I link my account with Crunchy, it's only $5 instead of 10, whatever the case may be, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So like I think it could definitely work in the favor of Sony to pull in, be like, hey, you already got a PS5, you're already paying for PS Plus, you're already halfway to being a degenerate, like might as well just go and watch anime.
That's fair.
I'm actually yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So, go ahead, Kazo.
I'm actually with Thicc Churro into itself though, because like at the very least, if for any reason, especially with Sony like promoting all things like entertainment, especially with like the consoles, the lack of consoles, therefore, of the PS5, that people want supply and demand. So having this is a pretty good incentive. Not only the fact that they always every month they always provide a free game. Not saying like they always provide the best games every month, for all the subscribers out there. But this is a good way for like to have for all the people be like, you know what, we have other options available, rather than for having just particularly for the video games into itself. Now we have another platform that we can build off from, the entertainment value of like, let's say, just watching just any video games into itself, or not video games, my bad, anime into itself. Because I remember even when turning on my PS4 once in a while into itself, they have let's say discounts for PS Plus subscribers. Thinking about that would be, let's say pay-per-view events like UFC. They have those for, let's say, paid PS Plus subscribers. So with this one, this is like a no-brainer for having them bring out the best of all the qualities that they can provide for any entertainment value, especially the animation or the anime and otakus out there for sure. So I'm definitely looking forward to it if they were to provide a good let's say discount, or let's say once in a blue moon, like let's say if we have, let's say 3 free months, or I'll say a certain amount of free months for an Crunchyroll on top of your PS Plus subscription. That's a pretty good incentive, I would say. So I'm saying I'm all for it.
No, that's a very good take. I'm just trying to see each one's focus in regards to it. For me, in terms of this whole thing, I'm not necessarily too sure what the Sony's trying to do. Just because, don't forget when Microsoft started trying to do this whole ecosystem with their Xbox Game Pass and all that, and trying to build on to backwards compatibility and everything. They started trying to make everything like work in terms of also being able to watch movies and things like that, and trying to make all of that work. Exactly what Thicc Churro and Mr. BLT are talking in the chats, that trying to preserve the ecosystem as much as they can. It's something that I know a lot of companies are doing. But don't forget with Sony trying to don't forget they tried to go and jump into the handhelds with the Vita and the PSP, and then they said they're jumping out, and then just trying to reinforce what they had with like the PlayStation in terms of let's just like crank out the games. Now that Xbox ecosystem is starting to build a lot more, right? The fact that they're trying to move into this into trying to get an ecosystem going with PlayStation, it's like even though they already have an ecosystem going, it sounds more like no, now we need to evolve our ecosystem. Like whatever we said before isn't working anymore, and I don't know. Like we'll see what this could happen. The one thing that I do still wish and hope for with Sony PlayStation is crossplay with all platforms, but you know how they're like what their stance is with all of that stuff. Somebody went and checked into the chat saying, does this merger mean Sony can make any anime into a game?
No. No. I wish it would, because let me tell you, boy, are there some animes that I love as a game. Crunchyroll and Funimation realistically only have distribution rights. Is the same as like Netflix. Netflix and Amazon Prime, they quote unquote lease the movies to show them for X amount of time on their websites, and that's kind of that. It's no different than television. You know, some television have certain shows that only they're allowed to stream, so on and so forth. So it's very much that. It's just the merger means that now Sony controls most, if not all, of the anime distribution rights here in the West.
Yeah.
But it does mean that Sony has more connections to Crunchyroll, which already has connections to, some of these studios, and it may promote, some of these studios to be a little bit more interested, given the fact that, Sony is a pretty big company, a big presence in Japan, which could lead possibly to more games. And, by all means, if it gets me that one step closer to a Jujutsu Kaisen fighting game,
Let's go.
I'm hella down.
I mean, it's not
straight
unfeasible.
sexual.
It's not unfeasible, right? Like Mr. VLT says here in the chat, Bandai Namco has a lot of the rights. They could easily get them. Like I feel like they're the big company when it comes to anime games, right? Like they've done the Naruto games, they've done the Dragon Ball games, right? Yeah. So the fact that they're doing now a Demon Slayer, right? Demon Slayer. That they're doing a Demon Slayer fighting game, like it just goes to show that they got the means to do it. It seems like they only make fighting games so far, but it just means that there is hope out there. Maybe when season 3 hits, Jujutsu Kaisen is gonna have its own fighting game.
I'm down.
Yeah, no, we're always down for some new anime fighting game. One of the things that I'm actually gonna go and counter with Thicc Churro is that Bandai Namco actually didn't make the Demon Slayer game.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, you're right.
It's actually Aniplex that decided, you know what, we're gonna jump into the gaming area and get somebody to go and commission the Kimetsu no Yaiba game.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. But they have done a bunch of other animes, namely Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece, and Sword Art.
Yeah, they also did like a whole bunch of like the Gundam games and all that.
Oh yeah, and Captain Tsubasa. For any of you OG soccer fans.
Let's go.
Way back when, dude. I remember those days.
We gotta definitely do like a Captain Tsubasa tourney up.
Yo, hell yeah.
Oh, let's go, man. I'm down.
We can't forget though, they are also the reason we have fucking Jump Force. We can't let them off that.
Yeah, they did make Jump Force.
Oh no.
Counter argument, they also made Dragon Ball Fighters and Tekken. So I mean, hey, not all of them can be Golden Childs.
Well, in terms of that, like, no, I do actually think in terms of like this whole merger thing. Yes, right now Bandai Namco has a lot of those rights in terms of like creating anime games and fighting games and whatnot. But the fact that, like I just said, like Demon Slayer actually, like, it was published by Aniplex and it was developed by CyberConnect 2, which made the Naruto games, right? They're actually started, you know, when since they're you see this, and I don't know how much it may take, I don't know, maybe 5, maybe 10 years to actually see a massive exodus of like anime games being actually commissioned by other companies. But if it does, right, like, for me it's the same thing with the whole merger with Crunchyroll and Funimation. It builds a lot more competition, and then we get to see like a whole bunch of people make really great games.
It's
And
true.
yeah, like, you know, like, yeah, they Bandai Namco made Jump Force, but don't forget they also made like Jump Ultimate Stars, which never released in the West, but it's like considered one of like the best Jump games ever created. But yeah, like, you know, what I'm actually hoping to see is that with this whole merger thing is that there can be a lot of changes, and yeah, maybe Bandai Namco will be like, you know what, we made a really crappy Jump Force game. We need to do better, guys. We need to make one. Like, we need to do the best for these people. And that's one of the things I'm really hoping for. It might not happen within the next 5 years, but you know, maybe in 10. Like, I do hope that I'd still be alive and well and not like eating cup noodles and like being strapped on just to like make something look good. But I want to see like some healthy competition around like anime fighting games and everything. So I am hoping that is what this would actually mean. But yeah, let's just definitely go and see. And like I said, as a conclusion to this topic, Funimation, please hire Thicc Churro and Bad Rice to just get them to correct everything that you've done wrong. Please. Don't even look at their resumes. Just hire them like instantly. Be like, I want those two guys, whoever they are.
You ever see like an anime and they lose a fight and then they go back and they recruit some other people who help them? Yo, that's us right there.
Remember the name?
Yeah.
Oh man, World One Arcade says, what about that Digimon Fitbit watch though? Let's not get into the Fitbit watch. We might just stretch out the last bit of our time here. So let's jump into our third topic here. Let's see. Anime music from Olympics.
actually, no, it's the Dragon Ball Fighters. I haven't updated that.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Fighters.
My bad. Sorry, yeah. So the Dragon Ball Fighters recent patch that just came out. What is your take on all of this? Let's go to our resident top fighter, Thicc Churro. What's your take first of all?
Alright, dude. Yo, this fight, this patch, honest to God, it's literally what I've been saying every fighting game needs, you know? It's so wacky, it's so fun. Like, yes, it's kind of sad that it might be I think it is confirmed that it's the last patch that Dragon Ball Fighters will ever get. But it's just, this is exactly what I think it should be, right? Like everybody everybody got buffed. Like even C Broly got buffed. God forbid, like who knows why, but he got buffed. Whatever. But like honestly, man, like everybody's busted. Everybody's viable. Like the game goes a lot quicker, which you know I'm kind of surprised at. But this is literally like the most Dragon Ball Z thing you can do to this game. Is like just raise everyone up, powers level up instead of balancing everyone. Why is it the last patch? I think the game's been out for 4 years now?
Since 2018, yeah.
Yeah, so I think the developers are moving projects. They're moving on. This one's just kind of being left behind. So unfortunately, even though I absolutely love this game, I think, honestly, I'm gonna come out and say it. I think it's better than the King of Fighters 02, man.
Wow.
Like it's honestly one of the best fighting games I've ever played. But unfortunately, it's in its last legs.
World One Arcade says, "You think they're moving on?" Yes, they are definitely moving on. In terms of if you look at Kazo over here, he's been playing non-stop with Guilty Gear Strive. Even though I'm not playing fighting games at the moment, bro, I see you. And
Guilty.
if you go and check out like the other people on the chat, like Mr. BLT, like they've been playing Guilty Gear Strive like nobody's business. And aside from them going into Rainbow Six Siege, that is literally the only other game that I see them play at the moment. And it's to me, I love Dragon Ball Fighters. Like, it's something that I definitely love to play. I still want to keep playing it, even though I get super salty and everything. It is a little bit sad for me to go and say yes. This is definitely the end for Dragon Ball Fighters. Like, all good things must come to an end. So we'll see what happens if for me, I'm always just hoping to just cross my fingers and watch for Dragon Ball Fighters 2.
Dude, honestly, everyone would be calling this patch Dragon Ball Fighters 2, man.
They should this is definitely
like the game
Dragon
is
Ball
so
Fighters.
different right now.
It's a mixture of like a lot of games that I love to play, and it's honestly like super great. Like, it's definitely enjoyable, even after getting such a beatdown from Kazo over here. Bad Rice, what do you think about this patch? I don't know if you've been playing a bit of Dragon Ball Fighters lately.
Well, I think the question is, will this patch be enough to get me back into the game? And I think the very clear answer is no, it's not going to be enough. Like I said, you see, like you said, actually, Gerard is already going to Guilty Gear. You got Churro here, who's going to be the next big D&D star. Like, everyone's got other things on their plates, and not quite up my alley anymore. I probably still play it. It's a fun game. I had a good time playing it. And if I get my surgery, it's a good game to use my fight stick on. So 100%, I'm probably gonna play it. But is it gonna get me back right now? No, it's not. I am just unable to play more until Gerard finally buys me the DLC he promised and lost in a bet. But he won't. And as a result, I just can't play. I can't play Dragon Ball, right? Like, I don't got my Broly. And I got my Jiren,
Jeez.
And just in case you're wondering,
That's
Kazo,
two
you
different
gotta get
deals.
the bet was
Yeah,
in regards
those
to Valheim, whether the moving islands were actually considered creatures, and looked it up on Wikipedia. They're called Leviathans. They're creatures. He bet that they weren't. They were. And what do you know? He never paid up.
That's sad, man.
Oh man, I gotta put on blast.
Wait. While we're calling out Gerard, while we're in this is calling out Gerard right now. Yo.
Is that what the topic is about? Okay.
Yeah, dude, we're moving. Dude, we're calling out Gerard right now. Gee, I'm issuing a Dojo Y challenge, dude. Last patch of Dragon Ball Fighters means we gotta have a charity for it, right?
Oh, 100%, dude. 100%.
Like we gotta get together offline.
Offline?
See who the best Saiyan is at, man. Like in 2 weeks from now when when I'm better.
So I'm down.
And that's how Gerard got COVID.
Yo, talk to me, man. That's it.
Man. All right, Kazo, let's move on to you. What's your impression with the? I know you were taking notes before this, so I expect every lowdown in regards to every single changes that they made in Smash, bro.
Okay, not every change though, because like that would
No,
be
no,
like
I
a.
want every change.
Oh sheesh. The only thing that
I'm
affects
kidding,
is
I'm
like
kidding.
all for me, but I want to give you guys a little bit of breakdown, especially like the generalized sort of thing though. So biggest change, Z changing. So, at this point, players no longer have to be restricted to utilizing normal moves or any application of any delayed super or hyper combo, like a super within a super, in order to switch characters outside of other than raw tags. So, let's say you're playing Vegeta and you start throwing off like your beam, or no, like his ki blast and his long lockdown strings. You don't have to like wait until your raw tag comes out and stuff. Don't worry about it. Just bring your extra person to come in. So for that reason though, more pressure equals more fun. So that's all there is to it though. It definitely promotes offensive mechanics, so therefore making an absolute faster game, ascend higher in the power levels of competition. I'm gonna tell you all this right now. This is probably the best Dragon Ball Fighters you could ever get. I'm using this hand right here of notion of like this is the epitome of Dragon Ball Fighters. They could just easily just put out like I guess like rollback, but you know what? You have all this queue of like of being all the changes that you can. So why not establish any more ground on that? So this is it though. That's what's up. So another thing too to add on to that though, not only they have Sparking Blast, which has been buffed, mind you, it will not run out during the combo. So with that being said, it will pause around 7 seconds while you're hitting that point. So basically, you could just literally TOD without any compromise or anything else though, because like you could just literally add on more hurt for your trouble though. You like sparking, you like pretty much hurting people, TOD is the way to go, and Dragon Ball Fighters is literally none short of being the fan of that though, I'm telling you that. So another thing too to add on, not only with the offensive pressure, we also have defensive pressure. So guard cancel has been nerfed. Oh, not nerfed, buffed. Sorry, mind you, it's been buffed. So you know what? You don't have to wait until you're on the ground. You could do it in the air. You know what? I don't like your lockdown. You know what? I don't care. I could just cancel and get my character back. Or just use 2 meters and build on that to have a guard cancel vanish. So again, you know what? I don't like being stuck for 60 seconds in the corner by Ichi with his all fusion bullshit team. Don't worry about it. Use 2 meters and get the fuck out. There you go. Have a nice ass time playing neutrals. So despite all the good things though, just always gonna have the good things and the bad. So unfortunately the bad, to all the people who use C assists, throw it out the window. I'm sorry guys.
Oh,
Rest in
true,
peace to all
true.
those, because they have been nerfed. When I say nerfed, more cooldown. You know what? People saw that this is going to be an incredible experience for everyone, but don't worry about it. Actually, don't worry about it, because no one's going to choose those anymore, because nobody cares anymore about those. Because C assists right now, unfortunately enough, if you want the easy way out, this is not the way for you, man. Because C assists has always been the bane of everyone's trouble, because how good those cooldowns were. But now, the fact that they're adding more cooldown, that means everyone's going to be reverting to the A assist, the B assist, all of the good things out. And I will show it to you guys after this episode of FT Podcast. That's the guarantee. So that being said, all things always comes good to all the people who deserve it. When I say who deserves it, I'm talking about Super Saiyan Goku, because he's finally back in full form, especially with his 2M. So before what I'm talking about for 2M, to all the guys who don't play Dragon Ball Fighters, he has a kick, a crouching kick, which never, I mean, before he always like connects no matter what, and he's always been pretty much everyone's staple of like, everyone's go-to Super Saiyan Goku, or just before GT Goku came out, before all the other cheaper characters came out, he was resident, I want to be in your squad team. So Super Saiyan Goku was always been the one for that. Thank you for the hydrate. I need to talk about this more. So
he's not done.
This is not done, right? I'm gonna talk about certain characters, but just Super Saiyan Goku has been pretty much everyone like complaining about all often because they took that out. Like that 2M was always been the best of everyone's like pure character that they want to like thrive with. But now they took it out. I mean, now they brought it back in. Sorry, and now it's been the best of like what this Super Saiyan Goku can be. Not only that, guess what? He has a level 3 side switch. So not only you could be in the corner, you could pretty much be anywhere where you want him to be. This is clearly the way to go for if you want to be back to Super Saiyan Goku. You know what? You want to go back to like, going back to your old squad, have a good time and then, just clearly go back to your ex teams. This Super Saiyan Goku is a good starter. That's one character. Next one, just one more, maybe two more, but just one more for this one I want to talk about. Cell. He has an upward angle Kamehameha. He actually knows. He literally went to math class and literally knew his angles right now. That's a crazy thing about this one, though. And he has a level 1 invincible super. So if you want to say fuck you to all the people out there who plays Broly and all the fusion squads, Cell is your main guy. Talk to me. I'm gonna tell you this though. Level 1 super is one way to be like, yo, get the fuck off me. I don't need this like crazy combo switch whatever you want to do, have me stuck in the corner until I make a sandwich. No, level 1 super, period. And you could also add on and become one of the best Cell players out there. Shout out to pretty much Fenreach for holding on to one guy, to that one Cell character that everyone gave up on. But he kept through, man. He's striving, man. He's striving. Not Guilty Gear striving, but he's striving. That's what's up. So, and not only that, though, Zamasu. Can we talk about Zamasu 1 second, though? He literally came back and literally went to basically flight school and stayed there for the longest time ever. Because right now, he's going for 10 seconds of flight. And we literally timed that. 10 seconds of flight. That is amazing. Not only for just super dashes, but now he could just stay up there forever. And now, not only the fact that you could just lame out people with all the projectiles, you could just lame it out just by clearly being in the sky, and nobody cares because you're literally becoming the one who's like, yo, make sure that sky is protected. And Zamasu, for all the players out there, he's always been the bottom tier for most cases. Not only that, though, now rather than D tier, there's like the whole grading scale. Rather than D tier, he's now a B tier, a C minus.
Yo, my boy I'm put out there. Went from like garbage tier to S tier, dude.
Dude, you put him in S tier? Shoot. Yo, you want to talk about this? Yo, talk to me though. You serious though? I play Black, and no, he is not S tier. Trust.
Dude, have you seen this?
Yo, I'm being serious though. Yo, get that off me. Yo, hand to the face. Don't talk to me with that. Oh my goodness. Yo, okay. I'm gonna talk though. Black, he has a lot of good opportunities to actually make him the best of the best. But dude, he needs more than just a pure foundation of like, a plus buttons. No, he needs more than that.
The man's got mixed now, dude. Like he
has the floats. But
dude, I've seen some people just do crazy shit with Black.
Bruh, everybody has mixed. What makes Black any more different than the rest? Now, I'm gonna talk to you.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Something about Black that just hit different, Like something about this man teleports behind you and just laughs at you while he hits you in the head.
Teleports behind you. Every character laughs at you while doing that, though. Look at like Majin Buu. He eats you while doing that.
Yo, my boy UI Goki don't be doing that. Yo, Bardock is angry as hell as he's beating UI ass. Let me tell you.
Speaking of Bardock, you know who's the new Bardock now? Super Saiyan Blue.
You're true.
He is the new Bardock, and I'm afraid at this point now everybody be maining like Blue and giving up on our boy. You know, the Saiyan hero that everybody deserves. That's just saying. Like everyone's pretty much forgetting about him, man. So I'm kind of like a little bummed out that he didn't get the justice he deserves, but that's okay. Everybody,
you know what? His level 3 switch up though, Bardock. Yeah, we didn't get too much out here with Bardock, but I feel like he's still a strong character.
Dude, you know what? Speaking of that, chat wants us to like at least settle in the game. So why the fuck not? Remember the name and remember why I'm taking numbers, man. That's it. But anyways, though, that's basically the majority of like my take on Dragon Ball FighterZ. I'm pretty much addicted to this one at this point, though. Looking back at how much they came back, 2018, my guy.
Yeah.
Since the start of just providing the hype, and I would generally say like out of all the anime fighting games out there, like I don't think there has been just one. I had to think about it just like 2 seconds ago, of just like providing like the utmost care and attention to all the fighting game fans. I mean, like, yo, fuck it, look back at that Evo, right? How often when you can have an Evo moment when everybody is powering up as Cell does his intro, that is, think about it. There's Cell, there's Bardock. They're all screaming for like the next level right there, and everyone was like literally losing their mind and their voices just by that alone. And not only that, it creates hype. You have Sonic Fox and Ichi going at it like a full anime, anime fight scene going on, like playing in real time, is crazy. I don't think I ever had that. I don't think I ever had that experience playing any other games.
For sure, man.
Like, how do you
absolutely.
have right? Like, think about that. How do you generate that much hype from that anime game, and then you look at like Jump Force, right? Where is that? Talk.
Real quick, G. Quick, G. Let me interrupt you here. The fans. What you doing tomorrow? Because the fans want a match, dude. The fans are demanding that we settle this with hands. Where you at?
Oh man, I'm working.
Where you at tomorrow, dude?
I'm working till 3. Yeah, that's it.
Till 3? Yo, till that's 3. It.
That's it.
We got plans in the afternoon. We fine. What's up?
I'm taking L. I'm taking dubs. I'm sorry, L's. I'm taking dubs, man. I don't know what you're doing.
You heard it first, folks. Tomorrow.
Are you sure about that?
Taking L's.
Dude, man.
Taking L's. He said that first. We heard it. I'm so confused whether he's gonna win or not. He just said, "I'm taking some L's, yo."
I gave myself the meta right there, dude. Yeah. Put myself on the lockdown, but I will persevere, man. Shoot, man. Who has been winning tournaments these days, man? That's it. In dojo.
You only won because I wasn't there, man. Who dramatic finished your ass? We got ready.
I remember. I remember.
Yeah.
I'm old, man. I don't remember.
Dramatic finish.
I don't remember anything like not important. But what would audience do if it was a Naruto fighting game? Just like what we talked about from the last like instances about like having the best squad, if you're like 3v3 squad, dude. Like having Dragon Ball Z is like basically the staple of walking in, like to like the FGC, right? Any fighting game at this point, or sorry, any anime who wants to put their name on front, to have that sort of like craziness for people to actually experience, like not only the fighting game into itself, but introducing them to the anime. That is key, and I will 100% support that, as long as it doesn't become like Jump Force. 100%. To all the Jump Force fans out there, anyone watching though, like I give you props, for liking a trash game. Like, you know what though? I give you so much props. Like, damn, like somebody gotta like them, and I'm glad that's you. I'm glad that's you. whoever you are.
Hey, man, there are people out there who like to eat shit. Like actual people who just love to devour that stuff.
Shoot.
Here we are with people liking Jump Force, and that's just like a step a little past there, but it's all right, you know. You want to step past eating poop.
I mean, Gerard likes to eat shit, right? Yeah, so that's why. I mean, he better, because I'm gonna be placing him in the dirt tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, yo, all right. You better eat your words, homie, man. It's gonna be salty, that's for sure.
Oh, dude, I am 100% ready to lose.
All right. One last thing I am gonna say is that Pantuzler was trying to call out the Kazo in regards to what about the Marvel 4 we will never receive. So, come on, man.
Shoutouts.
Come on,
Yo,
man. Mate.
can we get an F for respect for all the people who wanted a Marvel 4?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
So there we go. Thank you.
I can agree with that one, bro.
There you go. Whoever said like in Marvel vs. Captain Infinite would be considered Marvel 4, man, fuck y'all, and you know this. Man, yo, whoever, I mean, like, you gotta love shit, dude. Like, you gotta people liking shitty ass games. So, I mean, this is the power of the games you're looking at, though. Marvel vs. Captain Infinite, Jump Force. You know, somebody gotta have a community for that, and I'm glad it's gonna be one or two people. So, to all the real fighting game enthusiasts, y'all look for the real games out there, and Dragon Ball FighterZ is one of them. Trust.
Hell yeah, man.
All right, thank you for the awesome lowdown there, Gazo. The one thing I'm just gonna quickly go and wrap up is that one thing I was actually hoping was like a more cinematic finish for my boy Vegito, but the only thing I got was level 4 with his. At least I got extra damage, so I'm gonna take it. But yeah, awesome in terms of like, you know, with the great new patch with Dragon Ball FighterZ. Even though like the scene is like starting to slow down and whatnot, for me it'll be like Street Fighter 3. You know, I'm gonna keep playing it until somebody tells me, yo, it's time to go to the next Dragon Ball FighterZ. So, but yeah, we're gonna stop our topic off for today. So I'm gonna pass it back to Kazo. Kazo, on to you, buddy.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Reggie. So, for those guys tuning in, listening to all my rants, and everybody else on Insight, though, all the pretty much upcoming UFC fights of like Dragon Ball FighterZ with me and Thicc Churro coming up in a bit. You know, shout out to everybody that was watching, though. Thank you for tuning into our FT podcast. You know it's going to be in YouTube coming up in a bit, though. So if you missed out, though, I'm sorry. You missed out on a fucking good episode. I'm going to tell you that, though. But you know what? Don't worry about it. It's going to come back in a bit, though. Just like a anime, you know, recap. So for all you guys, though, including Thicc Churro, Bad Rice, and Ichi, though, you guys are my brothers, and I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in and pretty much giving us like some solid quality insight of like all things considered for all the topics. And for all the rest of you guys, though, Pantuzler, World 1 for pretty much shout out, and also the sub, much appreciated, and the follow, all that too. Plus, Mr. BLT and everybody around, though, thank you guys for giving us your input. You know, we pretty much give you guys the best quality anime. Oh, wow. Anime insight and also video games into itself. So, you know what, though? We always want to get all the good topics around. So, if you want to give us your input, and, well, we'll definitely put it on our next episode for sure, though. So, that's a guarantee. So that being said, though, thank you guys once again. So if you want to follow me, my name's Kazo. You can look me up at HNE1 Gaming, and also through like the Twitter, the YouTube, the Discord, and also Facebook. So don't forget to look into that, though, and tune in for the next week's episode. So passing on to the rest of my brothers out there, Thicc Churro, where can we find you?
Yo, you can find me here tomorrow throwing hands, brother. Let's go. I'm hyped. I'm cracking my neck over here. Dude, my hair standing up. Yo, I'm going blonde tomorrow. Let me just tell you that.
Are you sure those aren't just the side effects of COVID?
I'm pretty sure.
If COVID makes you Super Saiyan, I don't know what will. So, damn, that's sick. I'm ready to throw it down with you, bro. Always. And also, back to the rest of our brothers. So, where can we find you, Bad Rice? If we could ever find you, wherever that may be. Okay, never mind. Nope. Okay, all right. Just thought. Maybe someday we'll find you. Maybe someday we won't. But thank you for pretty much giving us your insight once again. That being, passing off, Ichi, where can we find you? If not from your old place to your new place.
Well, as you heard it, at the moment I'm in between places right now, so we'll see what happens next week. So at the moment, you'll just find me homeless in my car trying to move. So, but yeah, like once I move, I'll be in the new place, and yeah, like trying to get my setup all ready and whatnot to start streaming, to finally start streaming. So, but before. Once I'm done moving, you can still go and chat with me up on Discord. I'm always at the Ichi Gaming general chats and whatnot. If you guys want to go and chat up with me, I'm all down for that. Yeah, but at the moment, that's where you're gonna find me. If not, check out like Facebook and the Ichi Gaming sites, and I'll be there to chat with everyone if you want me to.
Awesome. And soon enough, we'll finally have you like stream Astral Chain, like Mr. BLT wanted.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Once this move is all done, I definitely want to start doing something.
Yes, sir. And also, World 1 Gaming, will this fight take as long as the Frieza saga? Well, here's the thing though. It won't be. And that's a guarantee.
Hell yeah. Jiraiya's gonna get knocked out in the first minute.
Oh, hell. Oh, shoot. Yo, tune in for that one, guys. So, that being said, though, for all you guys in attendance, though, remember, you got nothing to fear when you're at the bottom. Why? Because you got no fear in F tier. Take care, guys. Have a good night.
Have a good night, boys.
There.
Peace.